this game was like really so close, maybe too close to comfort. But I know a win's the win. But how do you feel after this game?
Well, I think what you saw out there today was a real football team victory. You know, all three phases working together. And you know, you go get a win a lot of different ways. You know, sometimes they're shootouts, sometimes they're games like that right there. And a lot of credit to our defensive players and our special teams units, you know, for keeping us in the game. You know, we knew that was a good defensive football team, and we had to be creative in ways that we moved it. But you know, credit goes to Coach Graham and his leadership and the open date, and some of the corrections and fundamental improvements that we made. And then I think the big thing is we competed. You know, our guys stayed together and finished when we had to, made the plays when we had to make them. And it worked. The plan worked. And obviously we'd like to score more points, but you know, a win's a win. We'll take it.
It seemed like there was just a lot of confidence coming off the bye week. Was it the extra time that you had to prepare? Did you see something that you liked as far as matchups goes? What was that?
Well, I think we, you know, like this week, I think maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I pulled up and showed our kids at halftime of the Oregon State game, it was 7-0. Okay, at Rutgers, it was 10-3 at the half. And then at Colorado, it was a one-score game with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. You know, so, you know, we're just trying to sell your kids on. They're playing on the road. They've struggled this year on the road. And then there were certain areas in their defense we felt we could take advantage of. You know, some of the things that, and you know, we studied these guys for 40-something days, I think, getting ready for them in the semifinals. So I spent a lot of time in the summer on these guys. I think our staff did a good job in our summer scouting report. So we were ready, and credit goes to Coach Graham and our players, and obviously they got it done. We're going to move on to the next one. We're going to enjoy this one and go on to the next one.
Walk us through that last drive and the decisions to be aggressive with the play calling and the way you guys kind of worked with Oregon.
Well, I think just the way the game was going, you felt like, hey, once that ball got near the kick line, you know, you needed to be aggressive, you know. And going for it on 4th and 3, you know, at midfield, the way the game was going, that was the right decision. So we were trying to get it to where we could kick it, make it a 9-point game a couple times. You know, we weren't able to get it done. So, but great plays down the stretch there when we needed them. And, you know, I'm happy for those guys in the locker room.
Was that 4th and 3 play? Was that to look like Kalen, or was it the CJ behind him?
Well, I think the ball actually went over the top of Harvey. You know, it was a three guys underneath, one guy behind.
Okay.
And you know, CJ was actually playing with a hurt hamstring. So the joke's in there is, I'm glad he didn't score because we could run the clock out and not give him the ball back. But no, great catch and great play by the guys, good execution. They doubled the kill, so we were able to uncover over there on the other side, so it was good.
What do you think a win like this does just for the confidence inside the locker room?
Well, obviously, you know, after going through a couple of things that we've been through, you know, gives us a little bit of confidence in time, you know, going through a critical stretch in the conference. But, you know, this league, man, it's unbelievable. You know, it's my first time going through it, but in particular the South, you know, anybody can win it any year. So we're just going to keep playing, man, keep preparing, buy into that regimen every week, you know, and go play and cut it loose. And the good thing is I think we're prime at the right time here headed down the stretch. So it's good for our kids to experience a lot of the hard work that they put in paying off.
Even though Stanford game was a loss, I mean, do you think there was something in that game you could build on for tonight?
Well, there was lessons in that game, you know, in particular for Manny. And he was able to take, I think he learned a lot from that game. And I think there are a lot of other players that could have played better. And when you're in a one-score game late like that, you know, those lessons, you know, they mean a lot to you. So, you know, we're going to keep learning, keep living, keep learning, and keep seeking improvement, and that's going to be key to the deal. We got to keep getting better as we go forward.
Was it just a given that you were probably going to try to go for it in that situation, or was there any thought about 54-yarder from
Well, we know the kick line going in. You know, Coach Slope and Coach Graham did a great job of communicating that. We knew right where we were at, and we knew a first down, the game was over. So, you know, 4th and 3, go try to win the game, you know. And we made the right call, and we got it done. Players got it done.
You guys have been had benefited from a lot of big plays this year, but tonight you really went on a couple of long, methodical drives. What went into that?
Well, I think part of the plan with this group was to try to keep them off the field. You know, I think if we can keep our defensive play count down and we can hold the ball and sustain drives, you know, that's a recipe for us that works. You know, so you know, we're figuring out, you know, our team and what we're going to have to do to play well together in all 3 phases. I think you saw a lot of young players make plays out there today, which is a big deal. Curtis Hodges, C.J. French Love, we're talking about a lot of guys. We were talking about those guys this week, you know, so I think as you go forward, there's going to be more young players emerge, guys that are kind of coming into their own, and that's what we're going to need.
So 16-play scoring drive tonight. Are we going for 17-18 next week?
How about that? I looked up, there's 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. You know, a lot of good third down conversions and really good efficient drive in all areas. You know, Manny did a great job. Blocked the perimeter really nice tonight. You know, that was part of the plan, was to get away from the core of that defense and try to take advantage of our guys on the perimeter, and they did a great job of doing that. So.
How big is it to have that first drive scripted so you can sort of have that plan in place and have that methodical drive?
Yeah, I mean, and we made it about halfway through the script. We really got into a lot of situational stuff, third down calls, red area calls, goal line calls. You know, I mean, we're down there chewing up the clock. So I think it all started with that kickoff into the end zone, the 3 and out. I mean, we tackled them inside the 20, I think. Then we go 3 and out, we get a short field. You know, and then you got that crowd into it. When that place is, when those fans are into it, now it's a pretty special place out there. It's difficult to play in that place.
One more. All right, thank you.